Yo Toshio! Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back. It's Black Sun, back with another video. Happy New Year, everybody. It's January 1st. It's a beautiful day. It's really cold outside, but hey, every day is a blessing as long as you wake up. Am I right? I found some other drawings of mine in the closet, so I've added them to my portfolio. Now, if you haven't seen the first part of this video, I'd recommend checking that out to see the first half of this portfolio of mine. This is my small one that I have. And then I have a large one and a medium one that I'm going to go through in the future. If you're hearing a snapping sound, that's my floorboard. I keep stepping on it. It's really annoying. Anyway, I'd like to go through this here. This was a master study. As you can see, that this is almost, it's going to be 8 years old. I did this on my birthday in 2017. This is a bust of Socrates, I think, or Plato. I can't remember, but yeah, I love graphite a lot. You can see that Renaissance lighting here with the triangle on the other cheek. This probably took me, well, it was drawn from observation, and it was a wonderful study. I need to get back to doing master studies, to be honest. It's been a hot minute since I've worked on anything since that last master study I did a few months ago. But yeah, this is really, really fun. I love Grecian busts, which is really, really cool. And I like insects a lot. And these, I did these, this is part of a series I did when I worked at Walmart called the Walmart Drawings. I know, original, right? And I was drawing a lot of quick little insects because I really like insects a lot. But anyway, that's the first page. I'm going to try not to linger too much. We got a little bit to work through here. So here are more from the Walmart drawings. Now these drawings were done 4 years ago, and these are pretty quick, I'm not gonna lie. They're more sketches to me. Kudo means black. Well, actually, no, that means Kumo, that's spider, my bad. These took about probably like an hour or so. I would just sketch them on my lunch break. Sheet, death, thought that was a very cool composition. I really like scorpions a lot too. This would later become an oil painting. I did this on Christmas of 2019, and I don't know if I feel like the drawing was a lot better than the painting turned out to be, so that's why I kept the drawing. I don't even think I have the painting anymore, to be honest. Some more from the Walmart series. I really love this falcon here, because look at that, beautiful. If you squint, that just becomes one large shape. And if we zoom in here, it's very J.C. Leyendecker to me. You know, I lay in this shape here, the brain kind of fills in like, oh, that's a cloud. But I didn't have to really go into detail for that shape to be recognized as a cloud, because your brain sees the bird, a moon-like shape, and you're like, oh, he's in the sky. That makes sense. He's on a cloud. But I love how I rendered the head here. That's just gorgeous. This is pen and ink. I love pen and ink a lot. Here's an owl that looks like he's seen some shit. He's like, I've seen so much death. Anyway, these are pen and ink as well. These were done on my lunch breaks. One more here from the Walmart series, a cute little chipmunk. A lot of my stuff, you'll see I love throwing random shapes in the background because I love color. And I love, that's a big part of my work, is a lot of graphic design. Like really colorful shapes, like as you can see here. And this was going to be the cover of my second book, Zeitgeist Damnation. I think I did this one before A.N. No Soul, which is another cover that was going to be the cover. And then finally I decided on the pen and ink drawing that I sketched randomly, actually, and decided to make the cover. As you can see here, I love skulls a lot. Bones is really, really cool. Hone in Japanese, hone. Means bone, and as you can see here, I love this piece as well. Here's another one. I'm not a Satanist, don't worry. I'm very much Roman Catholic, but I was just playing around with shapes here on this little guy here with these little random skulls here. I really, as much as flies are really annoying, I really like the way they look, and I love drawing flies. I don't know why. But yeah, I love pen and ink. Like I said, I love bold shapes, and I love looking for solutions to kind of relate all the visual elements of an illustration together, and I did that. You'll notice the black crosses, the bars in the back, touch every single element of the composition to tie it together. And I really, really like that a lot. I actually really love this pen and ink drawing over here. I love the black and red, my two favorite colors. This is a dragon that was, I never dated this, but it was probably almost 11 years ago. Somebody, one of my friends from high school, commissioned me to do a dragon drawing for her brother who had Down syndrome, and he really loved dragons a lot. So I drew this for him, and I actually, this is the original drawing, but I copied this into Photoshop, and then I printed out a transfer, and I did an oil painting for her. I'm pretty sure, from what I remember. It's been a while, but I really love the head here. Let's zoom in on the head. I love that head. You can really get that Eastern European, I'm sorry, European dragon style, you know, head there, and just some random horns I threw in there for fun. But yeah, I really love this drawing as well. Oh, this is my necrotic dragon transfer drawing. So this eventually, this is the original drawing. It was just line art, and then I brought in the line art to Photoshop, printed it out, and this would later become the transfer drawing for a little 8x10" oil painting that I have here somewhere. I think it's over there in my bin. I'll have to get back to you guys on that. But as you can see, there's a little guy praying to the altar of the necrotic dragon. And I really, as you know me, I love big dark shapes. So this was a big dark rocky shape in the original painting. And so is this foreground here. And I think I actually lost him in the final painting, which I don't think was a good decision. But anyway, what I love is when your brain figures out, like, you can just see this and feel like, maybe I'll throw some texture on there and oils. And your brain will look at that shape and the ruggedness, and then your brain will be like, oh, it's a rock. It's like a rocky surface because it's you know, dark, and it's got texture to it. And it's rough looking like rock, so it must be a rocky formation. And so I really rely on that a lot as an illustrator, is allowing my viewer to use their own brain to fill in the details of the piece, much like the old masters did, and I really feel like that's the best way to do it. I don't really care for hyper realistic art myself. I really don't see the point. You know, not to take anything away from people who are into that, they do a fantastic job. I just feel like, you know, where's your artistic vision? You know, we need simplification and massing. We need the complex meets the simple. If everything is complex and there's no place for the eye to rest, it gets fatiguing. It visually fatigues you. Anyway, but no shade at anybody. I mean, that stuff's very popular for a reason. People really admire the amount of work and time it takes to render something out in an articulate level of detail like that, like a camera lens. But the human eyes can only see in one focal plane at a time in terms of detail. If you're focusing on the lights, you're not really going to see much detail in the shadows, and vice versa. A penguin. Here's another penguin. And here's a really fun drawing, a little sketch. I really enjoyed that smooth gradient there. I feel like I'm rambling on. That was a tattoo drawing I did for somebody that I later would clean up in Photoshop. Her name is Nina. And there's the Mandalorian, little sketch. More insects here, butterfly and some beetles. This is Kaze. That's I'm trying to think of the kunyomi. So anyway, literally, this means earth right here. Earth, wind, fire. So you have Kaze. Oh shoot. When it's part of Saturday, it's Doyobi. But I can't remember when it's by itself. I think it's like, shoot, I can't remember. And up here we have, can't remember, shoot, off the top of my head. But anyway, earth, wind, and fire. Having a bit of a brain fart here. When this is with other kanji, it's usually pronounced ka. But when it's by itself, I forgot. Oh, he, my bad. Anyway, I love insects, and you can see again, I'm tying all these insects together with that orange shape in the background. It's actually a very symmetrical composition. Here's the latest master study that I did not date. This is another Bobby Rebholes drawing of mine that I like because I love his work. So shout out to Bobby Rebholes. Maybe I'll tag you on this video here. This will be the second master study in my portfolio that I've done to kind of understand how he designs a creature and how he draws and renders detail. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's not perfect, but that's not the point when you're doing a master study. You're just trying to get in the artist's head and do your best and learn along the way. Random pharaoh tiger from years ago. Some weird, I have no idea, guys. I honestly don't know. I must have been on a lot of caffeine or something, but I really like how this turned out as well. I'm a big fan of big dark shadow shapes. Here's a Colleen Berry master study. If you're not familiar with her, Colleen Berry is a fantastic artist as well. This is done in charcoal, a little master study of mine. Probably took about 30 hours. It's not so much the detail rendering, it's getting the proportions right that takes a long time when you're drawing from observation. This little guy right here, I sketched this out when I was working at a chiropractic office as an assistant, setting people up on traction and helping them with stretches and doing EMS therapy and also doing what's it called with a gel. I can't remember, but this would become a little 8x10 kind of oil painting that would be very successful. You can see it on my Instagram, trevormurreyart on Instagram, just all one word. And it was probably one of my better little oil paintings. I really love this composition. I loved how it wraps around. He's in the clouds and stuff. I love that. And then speaking of clouds, you have a snake in the clouds, and he's wondering and gasping in awe at the 3 orbs with random stuff written on them. But I love snakes as well, and I took some liberties. I added some fangs and whatnot, probably 2 extra fangs that wouldn't be there in real life, but who cares? Right? This is your world, you're the creator. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this drawing here. And then over here you have life and death, and it says dead down here, Shinda. And those are 3 cat skulls as well, which is really awesome. I have a print of this available on my Redbubble store that you can buy for like $10 or so. But I really love this. And lastly, I used to be into Warhammer Fantasy back in a little out of high school. I never bought any figures, but I'd watch people play at my local comic book shop, and I was always taken by the Saurian warriors. So this is my custom Saurian warrior that I drew. His name is Kairos, and if you've read my Zeitgeist trilogy, you would know that's the main character name for my main character, Kairos Karnasa. I can't believe this is going to be 13 years ago. Isn't that wild? But really, really fun. I'm really happy with this, how this drawing turned out for sure. Pretty cool, huh? But anyway, guys, I hope that was entertaining. Happy New Year again. It's going to be a great year. Let's make it a good one. Make it the best. Let's all be kind to one another. Try to grow and stay humble. Not too hard when I got that guy looking at me every morning. But all right, guys, Happy New Year. And stay warm, have a good day, wherever you are in the world. God is with you. And until next time, homies, peace. Ja, matane.